Before I start spilling my darkest secrets with you, I just want to take a moment to say how much I love this season. This year, something feels different. Maybe it is because of biking. It gives me the chance to see the little changes every day, how much the leaves have changed color, how many have already fallen. It is so pretty and I'm really grateful for it. It is 4 o'clock and I just got home from the university and my blood sugar was so low that now I'm drinking Pepsi, and also because I didn't have anything else in my fridge. Thankfully, I have some leftover bolognese. I froze it, so it looks interesting. Over the weekend, I was not in the mood to cook at all and also to do any grocery shopping, so I really need to go and buy something today. So we'll see. If that sounds too superficial, you're absolutely right. It is too good to be true, because that's only one side of it. The other side is the stronger wind and the rainy days where you have to use every bit of your strength just to move the bike a few more meters. You arrive at the university soaking wet and sweaty at the same time. That's the part I am not exactly grateful for, but maybe it's something I can grow from, hopefully. Or I'll just lower my standards. Before getting into today's topic, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you have left a nice comment or shared your thoughts with me. It really means a lot, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you want to share your thoughts but haven't done it yet, my mailbox is always open. Everything started yesterday. I was about to write down my thoughts for this video, and something felt very off. Usually I have so many thoughts I want to share, but this time I felt like nothing was happening inside my head. Just emptiness and distance from myself.
I am terribly late. I forgot to take the trash out. Then when I was near the bikes already, I realized that I don't have any tampons with me. And then it was something else. And I'm panicking. Okay, and I also forgot to take a fork with me. All these problems actually do have solutions, but my brain is kind of acting like it's the end of the world. Like, how could you forget? And let's take some deep breaths.
The more I tried to write, the worse it got. And I still didn't understand what was going on. I prayed and reflected on what I was feeling, or rather what I wasn't feeling. Eventually I realized I felt like I had been poured over with crap. Not from other people, but from myself. So I took a few steps back and looked at my week. Actually, maybe even the past 2 weeks. In every social situation, whether hanging out with people or calling close friends, I had been complaining, gossiping, and being so negative. Talking way more than listening, interrupting people while they spoke, which I really despise. My day started off in a very rough note, and I feel that the whole day has been not very nice. After my lectures, I also had information meeting about studying abroad or going for an exchange semester. It is something I have been dreaming about for since I came here, and I really have some places I would like to go, and especially those past weeks I've been really dreaming about like one specific destination, and today it turned out that it might not be possible for me to go. When I heard the reason first, I thought it's like a joke, and I feel that it's very unfair because I didn't know about this before, and I also I can't do anything now. It is me an hour later and I don't feel better. When I came home, I was very angry. Usually it really helps me to do like a very intense workout to kind of sweat it out. But now I'm just very tired and more like on the sad side. Should I go to gym? I don't know, go for a run or even for a walk just to do something? Or I'm just gonna like bed rot and I will feel even worse. And I know the logical answer would be to go and do something like physical, but I also feel that I'm very tired and I'm not in a good mood. I'm also on my period, so I feel that my body is not that strong. But I could go for a walk though. But then I'm like, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. If you didn't talk to me this week, here's my go-to list of things I have been complaining about. Starting strong with, it is so hard to get a job in Sweden if you don't speak the language. I think I mentioned that at least once in every conversation, and to be fair, it is true. But if complaining about it becomes the way of bonding, then I'm using the wrong currency to connect with people. My biggest rant though was about how unfair it is that I might not be able to go on an exchange year. Yes, the day I got the news was harsh. I felt like my dreams were crushed and I was very, very sad. The first time I talked about it, it really came from sadness and disappointment, but at some point I had told it to everyone, and it turned into something to bond over, something for people to even feel sad for me. I took something very personal and made it into something cheap. The disappointment turned into this feeling that the whole world was against me. And to be fair, it is not even fully decided yet if I can go or not. It is 9:30 and I'm very tired, but I really want to get done with the carrot cake, so I think I'm gonna bake it now. Then I complained about how I don't like our current course, how it has been going for 2 months. I'm so done and I just want it to be over. Lastly, I complained about how the dating culture in Sweden sucks, because it is something that people usually agree with and it's easy to get on the same wavelength. But me telling all the awful stories I've heard without even going on a single date myself isn't going to help me or anyone else for that matter. So, yeah. I had basically been spreading negativity to every person I talked to, gossiping and complaining on max. Gratitude, nowhere to be found. So what does a girl do when she doesn't understand herself and has no idea what she's feeling? Yes, correct. She talks to her, unfortunately limited, but personal therapist, ChatGPT. I told my beloved therapist about my frustration, how I had been bonding with people only through gossip, complaining, and negativity. Everything had been about me. I hadn't really listened to others, and even when I did, I was just waiting for my turn to interrupt. I didn't know what was going on, because this isn't me. To be honest, it was, and still is, embarrassing to say all of this out loud, but my curiosity was stronger than my embarrassment. I wanted to understand what was happening. So I decided to make a little mind map of what kind of person I want to be when I'm with other people. It might sound ridiculous, but sometimes that helps me realign with my values when I've lost myself somewhere along the way.
I have 20 minutes until I need to leave my house again.
Here's what I wrote down. I respect others and make them feel loved and seen. I listen. Really listen and don't interrupt. I uplift people instead of dragging them down. I don't use negativity as a way to bond. If something isn't loving or uplifting, I don't say it. Weirdly, the whole week I had been doing the exact opposite. I don't know what's going on, but I have like zero feeling of Friday. It feels like Monday or Tuesday, like there's a lot to do and my brain is not working. I know that I should study actually, and I have quite a lot to do, but I just can't do it right now. My brain is not braining, but on the good note, I found some nachos. So I think I'm gonna eat nachos and watch a Netflix. Maybe it will get better, but maybe I'm just gonna fall asleep because I'm so tired.
No, we're starving. We're waiting for your father. It's gonna be
Ma Gisele, tu es malheur.
I mean, first with Max, which
After reflecting with my beloved therapist, I came to a few conclusions that I'd like to share with you. First, I was lonely. That's a huge topic I'd love to unpack one day, but for now, yes, I was just feeling lonely. And complaining became an easy way to connect with people, to feel like we were in the same boat, instead of finding something deeper that truly connected us. Telling dramatic stories, like the exchange year one, gave me a sense of being seen and heard. It was the easiest way to get attention when I otherwise didn't feel seen. But of course it left me feeling worse afterward. I know it's obvious, but it's so true. What your mouth speaks, your heart is full of. When you're negative, you're probably full of negativity. And my social chaos reflected my inner chaos. All the complaining was just a distraction from the emptiness inside me. And the hardest realization, and the one that I'm most embarrassed about, was that I was purposefully dragging people down with me. I wanted them on the same emotional frequency because it felt safer when everyone was a bit unsettled together. And that really hurt to admit, because it is not who I want to be and not how I want to treat people around me.
Is it looking weird? With or without? It's like kind of cute, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave it that way. Okay, we're ready to go. This is my outfit. I miss getting ready so much because I don't go anywhere. I don't go out. So there's like 0 occasions I can like pick a little cute outfit, do my makeup. Today is a special day.
This didn't come with a never empty magical tank. Just factor that in. You're gonna have repairs.
I messed up so badly. So yesterday I drank 1 coffee in the morning and it was such a vibe. I was watching Gilmore Girls and eating pancakes. But then during the lunch, I was like, I need to get another coffee, and I knew that it's like a very bad idea because I don't drink coffee anymore because it's not good for me. And one of the reasons is that I can't fall asleep. And guess what? I didn't fall asleep yesterday, so I slept for like 4 hours.
But here's the good news. Nobody is perfect.
That's not cool.
And the grace is new every day. You can mess up today and try again tomorrow. You can choose to act differently. And that's beautiful. It's so important to be gentle and curious with ourselves. No matter how stupid or embarrassing your behavior feels, there's always a reason behind it. It takes time and energy to unpack your emotions, but when you do it, it is so rewarding. And there's so much love underneath it all. So I'm sending you the warmest hugs, and I hope that whatever you're going through or feeling, you'll be gentle with yourself and try to understand why it feels that way.